Welcome everybody. This is the end of the 20-minute bus ride. Special chartered coach going up here to what will be the tunnel entrance to the Eagle's Nest. We walk along this tunnel and about 150 meters later there'll be a lift shaft to take us right up to the nest itself, up there. Adolf Hitler's Eagle's Nest, built specially for him in 1937, 38. It's on the top of an 1800 meter high mountain, and these buses are special buses designed for the narrow road going up and going down from the Eagle's Nest. There's no cars allowed, and there's some fantastic views from here as well. Let me show you. Well, here we can see the city of Salzburg in the distance. So we're in Bavaria, in Germany right now, and just half an hour from the town of Berchtesgaden, which is below us, is Salzburg itself in the Austrian mountains. The mountains in the background here are all Austria, including this one here, the Untersberg. That's mostly in Austria, partly in Bavaria. Now, also, there is a very interesting spot for the Sound of Music fanatics. There's a field just up there where my fingertip is. It's in Bavaria. And this field is where the opening scene of The Sound of Music was filmed, where Julie Andrews sings the title song, The Sound of Music. And that's in a little, the field belongs to the village of Marktschellenberg, just here in this valley, just some 20 minutes from Salzburg itself. So that's how close we are. We're in Bavaria, Germany, but we're able to see Salzburg from here and the Austrian mountains. This area below me is the area known as Obersalzburg, and this is where Adolf Hitler and the High Command of the German Reich had their residential properties, had their headquarters. It was bombed, it was landscaped, there was golf courses made out of this area, hotels were built. Hermann Goering had his house very, very close next to this, where this hotel was built. And all these lovely homes, Hitler's house was known as the Berghof, were interlinked by a bunker system. And the bunker system is still available to be seen in the Obersalzburg. You can go and visit the bunkers. They have remained intact largely. One or two have been sealed off or destroyed, but most of them are intact. So we're looking at the Obersalzburg region of Bavaria. Berchtesgaden is the town, and the reason they called this area Obersalzburg is because it looks down onto the city of Salzburg in the far distance, just over there. Anyway, here we are, and we're ready to go in through the tunnel.
Sarah's just changing Anna.
Okay. It's also possible to walk up to the Eagle's Nest from either down below or from here. But most people take the historic route walking through the tunnel that was the very same tunnel all those years ago before the Second World War. And Adolf Hitler used to come here up to the Eagle's Nest to take dignitaries from various countries, Mussolini from Italy at that time, Neville Chamberlain from Britain, coming to have meetings with Adolf Hitler and his hierarchy. And he would like to impress them with the beautiful views over the Obersalzberg and everything. So that's what he did. He had meetings at the Eagle's Nest. It's not to be confused with where he lived. He lived in the Berghof, and the Berghof house in the Obersalzberg region was completely demolished and bombed by the Americans towards the end of the war. So practically the only place that remained intact was the Eagle's Nest. They decided not to bomb that. What else was there? Yeah, the bunker system. They were pretty much left intact. So here we go on a fascinating walk through 150 meters of tunnel. To get to the original lift system that took Adolf Hitler and all his hierarchy up to the Eagle's Nest itself. The lift system is a luxury lift. It was a luxury lift then and it's a luxury lift now, but the only thing that's changed is that the hydraulic system has been replaced by modern technology. But it was the very same lift shaft that Adolf Hitler would have gone up. And it's a rather special lift. It's very comfortable, very spacious, and it has a brass covering on the inside. It looks like gold, but it's the very same lift shaft as would have been used back in those days. There's quite a few people here. It's the height of the season. Many tourists. The parking areas are all full. There'll be a bit of queuing. We'll have to queue now to get on the lift. We'll have to queue now. But the lift capacity is quite big. I think they take 60 people at a time. So it shouldn't take too long, hopefully. There's people obviously coming down in the lift as well. And those that don't want to take the lift can walk up or walk down. This is as busy as you've ever seen it. The queues out here, yeah. But this is the original tunnel. We have my niece Sarah and Gavin and their lovely little baby Anna Rosa going up to the Eagle's Nest as well. There she is. Anna Rosa. Anna Rosa. Hello. I'm going to do a part 2 in a minute, so I'm going to close this video off and I'll restart it when we get to the lift. Bye for now and stay tuned for part 2.